Hi, hello, YouTube. Give me just a second. I am trying to figure this out. I got to post up in all the Discord things. Let's see. Okay, we're here. Hello. How are you? This is weird. It's fine. Everything's fine. Hi, I'm Rachel. If you've never been here before, I know this is the first time I'm showing my face on YouTube. I am normally a Twitch streamer. And I have been doing the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt Village Green since about, oh my gosh, February this year? Was it February or March? I don't remember. It's my first puzzle mystery quilt, and I chose the lavender colorway, and I have done all 9 clues as tutorials on my YouTube, and you can find them on a playlist. I have them all. I'm also doing the Carnival Puzzle Mystery Quilt. So I really like how they have done it. And so I just signed up for Carnival as well. So I got Clue 10. Clue 10 is putting the quilt together, and I figured what better way to celebrate Clue 10 and the finishing of the quilt than by doing it live together with everybody. So I'm going to rely on my chat to tell me if my audio sounds good, if the video looks good. I've got everything set up for Twitch, but I just never, I don't know. I don't know how it looks. I can monitor OBS. It's over on my computer to my left. Um, but anyways, let's get to it. I have the destructions right here for the quilt. Um, These fabrics are the center piece and my border kit because I did buy the border kit for this. This is the large size. I'm just going to pull this all out and we're going to toss that. So here is the middle cornerstone piece that I'll keep, or the middle piece that I'll keep. And then here are the borders. I tried to get the camera angle set in such a way that you could see me do all of the things. My iron um, hopefully will reach. I didn't turn my ironing board because it felt weird. I don't know. I'm weird. Um, this is not my normal sewing machine that I sew with. I broke my Juki. So I have my 1/4 inch marked on my Singer, and let's get started. So I hope everybody's having a really great day. It is Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day to any veterans out there watching or who will watch in the future. So let's get started. So for row 1, I need pop those over there. Maybe, or maybe I'll pop these over here. I don't really know. We'll figure it out. So I need one of those. This is a 5B. I'm gonna just. They've been in a container I just scared Luna. Okay, so I am gonna move my ironing board. Poor Luna. She's a little bit of a scaredy cat. That's okay. It happens. But then I can pop this over here. Okay. I'm gonna set that over here. And I need one, two, three, four, five. Is that four? I should probably just follow the instructions. My one of my moderators always tells me, Rachel, just follow the instructions. Okay, so we'll start with 7. Where is 7? I need 7B. We'll do what the instructions say. How does that sound? I'm also not listening to music today, which is something I would normally do on Twitch, but I wasn't sure if YouTube would mute my audio even though I don't have my audio set to record. Or my desktop audio is track 2. So, okay, so we're going to take one of these and one of these. The only one. We're going to stitch it together. Okay, I got here. Hi, Dragon. How are you? How does the stream look and sound? Does it sound okay? Let me pop that up just a little bit. I have a few vintage sewing machines. This one's name is Betty. Looking good. The camera is in a different spot. I wanted to be able to just do everything right here instead of having to move around. Looking okay here. Sounds good. Am I buffering? I actually, you had perfect timing. You showed up because I was talking about you. 3, 2B, and 8. Okay, good. Three, 2B, and 8. Whoops. Just throwing. I'll just throw that anywhere. It's fine. So then this one, we need A and C. Okay, perfect. Sometimes I use pins, sometimes I don't. If I can keep If I can keep things lined up without using pins, I do so. Happy weekend, Dragon. How are you? What have you been up to? I also have a different overlay. I think it looks okay, right? Pop that in the down position. So this is not, again, my normal sewing machine. Let me make sure that that is a 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, it's all right. And then does it tell me which way? Yes, it does. Okay. The beautiful part about Cotton Cuts is that it does tell you which way to press your seams, and I low-key love that, so I don't have to figure it out myself. Um, okay. I should probably put my watch on theater mode. All right. I don't want to say it feels weird to be on YouTube, but it feels a little bit different. Haven't done much today, just mostly helping stepdad a bit. Oh no, the Rev 4 wouldn't start? That sucks. The new battery was defective? No way. Wow. So after stream today, I have to call about my singer that's been in the shop. I forgot to call yesterday. Um, and um, I want her back badly. For anybody who's lurking out there in the YouTube verse, I have several vintage Singer sewing machines. This is the youngest of them all. Um, and I I like the vintage Singers the best. It's just a thing. Like I feel like everybody has their thing or has a thing that they like to collect, you know? And oh, I skipped some stitches. Okay, that's all right. I go back. Um, and vintage singers are my thing. I like them the most. I don't know why. I couldn't even begin to tell you why. But I do. So, stepbrother took it back to the place they got it. Oh, good. Thanks about the overlay. Yeah, it's new. I figured I'd do a new overlay for YouTube. Wasn't sure that everybody would want to see or not cotton candy. uh, candy corn. But anyways, so I have a red eye that I bought, a Singer Red Eye 66 that I bought, and her name is Alice. And she is in the garage. She probably needs a spa day. The person I bought her from said that it had been a good long while since it had been used or serviced. Clue 3. Oh wait, we also need clue 2 and clue 8. um so it had been a while since she had been has been serviced or used, but she's in the garage. And then I have a Singer 66 with the Lotus decals on her. She's a 66K, which means she was um, she was manufactured overseas. I think in Scotland. I'd have to once I get her back, I'll have to look up her serial number again. And I took her apart to clean her because whoever had her before me did not take good care of her at all. She sat in I think, a shed for a very long time. She wasn't rusty. She was just a very, very dirty girl. So I took her to this guy who is local to me after I took her apart because my wonderful brain said, you know what, you could do that yourself. You don't need help. And I did in fact need some help putting her back together. So a local Singer repair person, and he's had her since July and did not really even start work on her. I don't even know if he's actually started work on her. Um, I'm just going over this one again because we I skipped some stitches. I think it's because it's coming out of the little holds. Okay, there's one. And then here's two. Take your time, Dragon. So anyways, I have these machines and I really wanted to um um I really want to be able to use them. That's the goal. Is to be able to use the machines that I have. Oh, they don't have any particular way they're being ironed together. I guess it doesn't matter. Where are you? Actually, we'll just do it this way. I am not used to ironing sitting down. That's for sure. Okay, there is one of those. All right, next. Oh, okay. It just wants me to Uh-oh. Sometimes these machines act a little funny, but that's okay. Anyways, he's had my machine since July, and I found a YouTube video that will help me put her back together. Oh yeah, that was the first row. I started like her tension was all terrible. Her tension was all off. And so I needed to fix that. Okay, so then we're going to put this one together. I am using pins just to make sure that my seams are nested and that the block doesn't move. Just like at the seam that should be nested. But anyways, I have to call that guy after stream and figure out what the heck is going on with my Lotus machine because I would like her back. And then I have Quilt Commission person I have to text with a location where we're going to meet up tomorrow. So I can, do the drop off. I haven't heard anything about the Juki. It's supposed to be 2 to 3 weeks before it's fixed. Or, I don't know. We'll see what they say. Honestly, I'm not really sure what they're going to tell me about the Juki. It's a semi-industrial, so I assume that it can be fixed. That it'll be fine. Okay, so now we're going to take each of these. So it's basically the middle of the quilt. So it shouldn't matter. So I might need my handy dandy pins for this so that I can nest my seams appropriately. There are not a lot of alerts happening, or there's not a lot of alerts that I have set up for YouTube because this is my first live, and I don't plan on being live on YouTube a ton. Twitch is my main space, but for the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilts, I think I'm going to make this because I do the tutorials on YouTube, the Clue 10, when we come to it, will be sewn live to make the quilt. Okay, so I need to do this. I wonder if I did this one on the wrong side. Well, no, it wouldn't even matter because those seams aren't necessary. I need to have some form of music in the background, I suppose. My headphones just were like, what is going on here? What happened? Oh. Oh no, I didn't have my speakers. Okay. There we go. I have no idea. Okay, that's Tony. I was like, what is happening? Why did my headphones shut off? No, we're not. Ouch. Not going to use that one. That one's been used for glue. Okay. I don't really know what to do about audio as far as like what you all want to listen to or what I can play, right? What I can play for the masses. I should have backstitched on all of my pieces. And I didn't. It's okay though. It happens. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, this angle. Hi, wench. Do you like the angle? Should I keep the angle? How do we feel about it? Do you want this angle for Twitch? Entire stream ruined for non-back stitches. Gotta start. Right? I am. Why are you being like this? You're on the phone getting the Mr. Lunch. Okay. Well, hopefully it's a super bland lunch since he can't taste anything. Do you feel so good about having Jeremy home? I was just talking about Flora and how she is not home. And like immediately after I'm done making the quilt on stream, I have to call this guy to get my machine back. How goes the stream so far? It's pretty good, I think. My headphones shut off because I didn't have any audio pumping into them. And I'm fairly confident that maybe I was using some other microphone for my audio initially. It was not my headphones. Welcome back. And the feed dogs work. Nice. I bet people who like have a love for vintage machines, like there's just this joy about them. Uh-oh. Let me see. We're okay. I don't know why we did that, but right? Yeah, I'll call the guy right after stream because I'm not, super stoked about the fact that my machine is still gone. Okay. Okay. Oop. Okay, so we need to do this side next. Dragon, I'm following the directions and I'm using pins. Just in case you want to mark this day down on the calendar. If you can hear Azazar in the background, I don't know what Brutus is up to, but it has been absolutely pouring down rain since last night. It's been very windy and it's been a wild weather 24 hours. Um, and Brutus turns into a gremlin when he gets wet. So there might be some of that happening. Okay, it shall be noted. Following directions and using pins. That's why she's doing this on YouTube. She doesn't want everybody over on Twitch. You know what? That's true. Fair. That's fair. Oh, you want to keep your tutorial in the same place? We think not. So I have been playing my Sims save, the Rags to Ranch one that we did, that we've done live together. Um, we're pretty close to like needing to move, get a bigger lot, but I won't do that unless I'm live. Like we'll do that on Twitch next week. This is a good like test to see how the masses like um YouTube as well. 'Cause this isn't going to be the spot that I always go live on. Luna, you okay? All right, I'm turning this to theater mode. I've been added to a group chat in Discord. So I will respond to that later. Where's my water? Okay, I need to hydrate a little bit. I also feel like I need to put my hair up. I try not to, like I just washed it and dried it. Wait, you have a spinning wheel? Oh no. How's that? Okay. Okay, good. I did change some stream settings earlier today, so I changed it back and that's probably what was going on. Okay. Sometimes this machine does skip some stitches, but it's not too often. I might just go over that a little bit. Because it's only really in a couple of intersections that. What on earth? Where are my tweezers? There is a thread stuck. Gotcha. Okay, dragon. I think that was it. Okay, so now I'm going to actually stand up and press these seams. And it honestly doesn't matter which way your seams go at this point. Okay. Now let's move around. Put these back together. So I guess the best way for you all to like hang out and chill is to put some music on. Because I'm not going to edit this. This is all just going to go up. And it'll be fun to pick out fabrics for this. Okay. So we'll put this over to the side. I am going to grab a hair tie. Welcome back. Okay, so we're going to take... You have returned as well. They included little candies. Like, look at how tiny they are. Aren't they so little? Okay, I need 2A. I need both of the 2A's. Two eighths. 2 of the 7. Two of the 7A. Boy, we are moving right along. 2, 3, and then the 2, 5A. Okay. So I'm going to need to move this. Okay, so I need one of these along with one of these. Okay. this? What is going on here? I don't understand why. Sometimes this bobbin thread gets weird. Like sometimes it just gets weird on me. Okay. Well, we'll start up here. Oh, that's right. I'm going to go straight through into the next one. Wench, do you feel better on your your regular account? I don't know what would have been a better way to do this if I would have been best to like pin this up ahead of time. But I think this is going to be okay. I think we're going to be all right. So the next puzzle mystery quilt is called Tree of Life, and it releases for like pre-purchase or pre-order December 1st. So if you're interested, exclamation mark. Well, no. It'll it's a timer. But you can go to cottoncuts.com. Now that I have Jeremy back, I want to try making another pillowcase. Oh, nice. I'm so excited that you have Jeremy back. It's such a good feeling. I always forget how much I like sewing with Betty. And then something happens to the Juki, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I really liked sewing with Betty. Discord is blowing up. Okay, and then I need 7A. I can't wait to accidentally screw him up somehow from my own experience. You know what? I think you'll be just fine. I think you and Jeremy are going to have a really nice, long sewing relationship together. Oh. Oh, I found a spot where we skipped a stitch, so we're going to... just make sure that... Yep. Okay, we're good. I love it. But I having Betty as a backup, and I'm gonna have to talk to Tony and find out if she knows or has any contacts like in this area for Alice. Okay, so I need to ask, ouch, the both of you. So Tony told me when her quilt race is. Um, that's my stream anniversary and my 20-year military anniversary. So I was gonna try and plan a special stream. Oh, you got a Christmassy one, nice. So I'm a little bummed. I'm not sure what to do. I am not raising money for St. Jude in December though. I already told her that. Well, they just all happen to be on the same day, but I'm bummed. And I can't rightfully ask anybody to change their event. Like that's not fair. Like that would be super selfish of me. Come on, Betty, what are you doing? I honestly thought that my stream anniversary was like New Year's Eve, but I actually looked it up and it's my 7 year. This will be my 7 year stream anniversary that like I hit the go button. So, I don't know. I'll have to figure out what I want to do. I'm a little sad. I want to throw like a mini temper tantrum and be like that's my day, but it's not my day. I mean, hell, it's also my sister's birthday, so it's like could do the race, then do special. It usually happens around this time of the day. So we got a couple of spots where oh, well, we're just gonna go all the way down, I suppose. We're skipping some stitches. Again, I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's a speed thing. Yes. Yeah, there's still lots of time to figure it out. Wait, did we skip stitches? Okay, no, we're good. Like, listen, I don't have another machine. Betty, you are it. Also, I'm coming to realize that maybe some of my 1/4 inches weren't actually a 1/4 inch uh, on the Juki. Whoops. What are you doing? Why are you like this? Ah. I don't understand why we're getting so many pieces of thread. Like, where is this coming from? Betty, I need you to behave. You need to be in your best behavior. Don't be a diva because we haven't had FaceTime recently. No, not a bad bobbin. I always try to follow my and be consistent with my 1/4 inch seam allowance. That's the one thing that ever since I figured out what the 1/4 inch seam allowance like meant, how important it is, that's not something that I mess with. So they just may have been slightly inconsistent on the Juki. Not everything equates to not following directions. I wonder if the timing might be off just slightly. I don't know how to align that. I think I could find a video on how to do it, but that's not a today problem. Let me just make sure we didn't... I don't know why we keep skipping stitches. This drives me crazy. Two more of... Gotta add 2 more blocks. The thing I love about the like old style foot control pedal is that it gets warm with use, and so it's like a little foot warmer. I love it. Okay. And like the skipping stitches thing, like it's not like we're skipping a ton, but they always seem to be like over the inner sections, which makes me nervous. Because I think we have a couple in between these two seams. I know that there's a couple of spots. I gotta clean up this little lead fabric. Okay, so let's find where our spots are that we need to go over this one. I got a sorta instruction for that weird Thread-O-Matic needle threader. You have no idea what it actually means though? Weird. Yeah, I've never seen something like that, so I have no idea what you would use it for. Nope. We're out here just... What the... you keep... No, stop. I'm not chatting. I mean, it should be okay. Too tired to want to do anything else. Hey, how are you feeling? Have you taken any subsequent tests to find out if you are coming down with the Rona as well? Azithar was right though. Like when I had it, he did not get sick, and I had it for like 3 or 4 days before I tested. Um, hold on. Are we getting a rat's nest under here? We are. I still don't understand why. I wonder if the tension on the bobbin isn't super wonderful. Like, like when it was wound originally. I wonder if it was... Because this is a brand new needle. Okay. Ignore all the pings? Okay. He's miserable. Child is just boogers at this point. Yeah, it was it was not like a pleasant experience. That's for sure. Okay. I think losing my taste, and Azithar was probably the same way. Losing our taste was awful. Because it just, nothing tasted. Hi, Aaron. Hello. I have you muted because D&D, but the video is so bright. I'm glad. As long as it looks good. I'm using my ring light. So, someone's going to see this video in the future and go, gosh, she doesn't know how to fix that skipping issue? It's so simple. There it is. It has to do with the bulk of the seams. So let me back this off just a little bit more. It's so much fun when I figure it out. I'll take another test when I get up to make my coffee. You feel fine though? Good. Good, good. Okay. So there's that. All right. So our next one is going to be 5A, which is right behind me. But I guess the best part is I can finagle my seams so that they actually nest, so that maybe the skipping of stitches is not going to be too terrible. Okay. So we had friends over last night or yesterday for board games. We played Betrayal at Baldur's Gate, which was so much fun. I even increased my stitch length. What are you doing? All right. Well, I think since I'm taking care of the skipped stitches as we're going, we're gonna be all right. We'll just move right along. And Wench, I'm getting many pings, and I don't think they're all from you. I think they're a lot from. I told Tony that I would like pattern. I would look at the patterns. So I know that because she has two people. She said once she got a third she would start a group chat. So I know a lot of that is like a group chat. That's my Discord's just being wild right now. But you know how excited I am to like start taking on bag commissions again? Oh, hi, Allie. What are you doing here? How is Florida? How is Orlando? I saw your message yesterday, but I didn't want to keep messaging you because I want you to enjoy your time away. I just only messaged you the fabrics because I knew for a fact that if I didn't do it right then and there, I would forget. You are parked out? Are you just like relaxing today? Because you fly back tomorrow, right? Nice. I'm so happy for you. I did, Wench, I did order a Teflon foot for this machine. Okay. I was like, we have a lot more blocks left. This can't be it. It's not. It's not. Okay, so we're gonna. Yeah, you fly back tomorrow. Good. Okay, now we're going to. We're gonna iron these. And I'm not super worried about it because what I'm basically gonna do is if my seams need to go back a different direction, I will just um, I'll maneuver them around. Stop by and say hello. I love you too. We're just relaxing the rest of today. Oh, cool. I bought these pants on Amazon. They do not have front pockets. And I want to leave a review that says it's 2023. I feel like you should know by now that all we want are pockets. I did not know. I did not know that they didn't have pockets in the front. Hold on. Something went wrong. Did I put an extra one? Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we got a seam rip. That's hilarious. I was like, that doesn't look right. Does not look right. Okay. One of these things. All right, so let me grab this guy first, because this is the one we have to take out of. Where are my little... I just got confused. I put an extra block um in one of the rows. I have been reading the directions. I just grabbed the wrong one. I can't make you guys think that I'm actually reading directions permanently. Where would the fun in that be? It's like a baby animal. You have to let her approach on her own. She'll just startle and run away. Listen, focus on what I just told you about the fact that I bought jeans that don't have front pockets. Can we talk about that? Let's talk about that instead. About how there are still manufacturers out there who are selling women's jeans without pockets in the front. But I mean, it's good for like the tutorial purposes so that it shows that even I mess up. But the good thing is that I thought I was going to need to take 3 seams apart, and I actually don't. I just have to do 2. Dragon, you said you haven't watched the trailer for the new Sims expansion, right? You thought you were coming here to get different content than you would get on Twitch, but you're really not. I mean, it's quieter around here as far as music goes.
But you're gonna get the same old ridiculous person who messes up her quilt blocks. You haven't seen it, okay. And I know Wench doesn't play Sims. I'm excited. I've been watching James Turner's uh, Rags to Ranches Let's Play. He's so funny. Okay, so that. Let's make sure. Yes. You need to play Sims again. I think my order from the store is here, so be right back. Okay, take your time. I'm just over here fixing my boo boo. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is why we do this. Okay, there's that. That's all pinned up. Okay, and then this one. We'll pin this one so there's no confusion. Okay. Here we go. I wonder if I used a smaller needle, if that would be better. I'm using, I think, a 9014, but that's because that's what I have. I'm not using it because the fabrics are super thick or anything. All right, if you haven't hydrated lately and you're lurking, hydrate with me, please. Okay. Okay, so we are. This is step. Let me see. We're on step 4A. Well, we're on step 4, basically. Why are you acting like this? You were just fine. What on earth? There we go. All right, let's try this again. Posted my question and pics of the Threader thing on Facebook group and Reddit. Now I'm sitting here impatiently waiting for answers. You're funny. Okay, let's do this. I fixed my mistakes. Feel like I might need to redo that seam. There's just a distance thing on this seam right here. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. Okay, so now we're gonna move right along. And now comes the ironing of these pieces. Okay, and we're just going over these seams one more time just to make sure everything's nice and crispy. I've never assembled a quilt like this before where you do like a couple of rows, and then, excuse me, sorry. You assemble a couple of rows, and then you move on. Then you like put the rows together, and then you do a couple more rows, and then you put those rows on. I've never really done a quilt like this before, so I don't hate the process. It's really cool to see it all come together. Okay. Let's look at the next step. It doesn't matter because they are identical which side they go on. So we're just going to start here. Just have to make sure that they are directionally going the correct way. Okay. So we've got this right here. You have returned. Order, put away, and made yourself a sandwich. Nice. The fabric is really pretty, Dragon. I really like this colorway. I so on the Facebook group for Cotton Cuts, they have been going through the um they have been like going through the colorways for the Tree of Life quilt, and I'm really excited. I think they have another purple batik, but I'm going to try and branch out. I like batiks, but I don't love batiks. Like, I love how they are the same on both sides. I think that's a really cool thing, and they're really high quality fabric. But I want to branch out and do other colorways. I'm kind of intentionally twisting some seams so that they lay flat. I tend to get the same sorts of colors for yarn, purples, blues, some green. Yeah. Yeah, I tend to stick with like a very similar color palette. I mean, I have a ton of fabric, but when it comes to something like this, it's like a curated, because I'm watching people post their like finished quilt tops in the Facebook group, and I'm like, gosh, that would have been a really good colorway. Like there was I think it was Sweet William was the one of the colorways I was considering. I saw somebody post theirs, and I'm like, damn, that's so pretty. Like, I'm not unhappy with the lavender, but I think I'm going to try and branch out. Because so far, both of the original picks for my cotton cuts puzzle mystery quilts have been very purple centric. Um, like for Carnival, I'm doing a large in, it's called Fortune Teller, and the purples are really pretty in that, but even like the yellows are really like stunning. So, um, but then I caved because Aaron told me that they were doing like a giveaway if you ordered some more or another puzzle mystery quilt from Carnival, and so I ordered Petting Zoo, which is a Tula Pink colorway. Um, but that one is very like heavy on the purples too. I just realized that my phone that I've been listening on was 5 minutes behind because I set a timer and then didn't hit the live thingy. Oh my gosh. I know. That happened to me once when I was watching a live stream. I was like, what happened? Like, the conversation is so weird right now, and I was responding to things like way out of sync. Yeah. The top thread keeps getting wrapped around something. I think that's what is causing that issue. Which makes me think that the timing might be off. Oh, we're out of bobbin thread. We didn't go too far without bobbin thread. Okay. Now let's see if I remember how to do this. my God. Okay. This is so much fun. It does wind a little unevenly, which I'm not a huge fan of. Oh yeah. We've got a bunch of thread we gotta take off. This sucks. This is a huge waste right here. One day I'll figure out how to not overfill my bobbin. Alright, we're gonna try this. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Oh, did we find it? Okay, good. You just noticed that Princess hasn't been bugging you? That's good. Oh. Today is not the day. Okay, there we go. Moving right along. Oh, let me find where we were actually at 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Oh, come on. Why are you like this? Stop it. Okay. Now you're really irritating me. Where is my foot control? Gosh! My foot control pedal doesn't want to be where I want it to be. Okay. Here we go. Maybe I'm going too fast. Okay, well that seems better. Okay. There we go. Hmm. Some of the tension has been a little iffy today on this. I wonder if I can tighten this down because it feels like the tension like wheel keeps moving. All right, so we're going to open this and hope that I don't put it on the wrong side. It's very pretty though. I'm really excited to see how this is coming out. Perfect. Okay. Now we do the next one. Today's COVID test says you're not pregnant. That's good. Complaining. I'm telling you, the time I got it, Azathar and I, like, were going to sleep in the same room for 3 or 4 days before I tested. And he never got it. And then he got COVID like 3 months later, and I didn't get it when he got it. Every time either of them touches anything in the kitchen, bathroom, I've chased them around with Lysol wipes. Yeah, yeah. Like, if you get sick, like, if one of us gets, like, COVID, we just, someone opts out. Yeah. And even, like, with work, like, if I tell my supervisor that Azathar has COVID, um, he's gonna be like, "You can stay home." Like, just work from home, because so his mom has cancer and has been fighting cancer for a while. So, like, there's definitely a, like, increased vigilance. Like, we don't want you to bring it here. Okay, thanks. Per a few of my clients, they have type A blood. Well, what do they say about the type A versus type O? After an exposure, those. But what about after an exposure? Right. But, like, there's an A type and an O type in this household. So I can tell you, like, but, like, you're the after an exposure, then those with type O blood, because of how the coronavirus. Okay. Yeah, cuz your comment, after an exposure, then those with type O blood, because of how the coronavirus binds to cells, a new study says. So that whole, there's a word or two missing in that sentence that would make that more clear. Oh, that'll be tonight's deep dive. Okay. Yeah, we are an AO household here. I was like, I want to know what the study says. Trying to maintain relatively good posture. But yeah, my work is very much like. Sorry, I'm messing with my foot control. I can't get it in the right spot. I wanted to sit back. I could just move the machine forward. Roll your shoulders back. I know, right? My shoulders are tight. I have stuff stored underneath my desk, so I can't get my foot control pedal in the right position that I want it in. Oh, here we go. Why are you turning off? It's so funny. Like, I will watch videos all day on my tablet at work. And maybe I do more like actual screen touching that prevents it from like going to sleep. But I mean my it's plugged in. So I don't know why it keeps falling asleep. I don't know how I'm gonna. I do have free long arming from somebody I won in Tony's community. I might send this one off for long arming. This is so pretty. Have you guys seen the new Oliso that they're releasing for Tula Pink? It's very bright. Sorry, I can see some of these threads and I want to clip them now while I can see them. Okay. All right, so let's do a look so far. That's where we're at so far. This is like what the small version looks like, right? So people who did the small, this is where they had stopped. And they could put borders on it from here. But I did the large. So we've got a few more things to put together. Okay, so 6A. Okay, so we need to turn this upside down. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 here. We've got 4 for here. We've got 6. And 9. Okay. So we're going to do this like I normally do it on the tutorial. We're just going to go and do all 4 of these at once. Thanks, Dragon. I think it's really pretty too. Okay. Actually, this one needs a little bit of a press. Okay. And these are borders. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Let's move that out of the way. I feel like I need to move my... Oh, that's much better. I had my chair in sport mode. Okay, now we've got this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Likes and subscribes are free. It helps me out, helps the channel out. I think the likes and subscribes give me more visibility to, you know, new people that, want to find Cotton Cuts videos or sewing videos in general. I do need to start doing some bag tutorials. I do have permission from a couple of designers to do tutorials for their bags, so I need to do that. Maybe over the holidays, I'll look into doing something like that. Getting Discord notifications. My allergies have been wild today. I wonder if there's just excess mold in the air from it being so wet outside. So I apologize if you can hear me sniffling. It's a fun thing that, since we were, talking about COVID, it's a fun thing that I've kind of gained after I had COVID a couple of years ago. Is that my allergies, actually, I had COVID last year, last April. So it's been like a year and a half. But it's one of those fun side effects that I've gained is that my allergies are so much worse year round. Which is, there are a lot of people who are suffering much more. But it's been interesting to see how things have affected my body since then. you know. All right, we're gonna keep the one. Keep the one in. Okay, so then we're gonna take these. We're gonna grab one at a time. And all the arrows should face the same way. You know, I was coming home from work on Thursday, and I got home right around 4. And I was coming down the road, and I was like, geez, it feels like it's 6 already. Like, it just felt so late because of how dark it was. Whoops. Let's not do that. Let's not get the thread twisted in my hand wheel. That would be good. Okay. Now we take this one off. So I think if you wanted to do this, if you were unsure, I would start with a small. But if you really like quilting, I would jump both feet in and do the large if you can afford it. Same dragon, same. It is the hardest part of the year. Um, and if you thought you could keep up with a monthly, like a block of the month, this is the first time I've done a block of the month and been pretty like on top of it. I've been very honest with my Twitch community about how I've done with blocks of the month. Um, Especially that red one that's up on my design wall right now that is taking me, we're at what year? Almost year 12. It was a block of the month that I was a part of in 2012. So this is the first time I've been like on the ball. And it kind of gives me like a reason to keep up with it. You know what I mean? Like it gives me a good goal to post to YouTube and to do these things. Like it's 2:30 and it seriously feels like it's like 3 or 4 o'clock out right now. And 2.5 hours for putting a quilt together is not too terrible. And we had some buffering issues. Oh, I may need to back out these stitches just real quick. Just a few of them. My fabric started to shift and I didn't catch it until the shift had already happened. There we go. Oh, come on. Wasn't even going fast. Lame. All right. Let's find these threads that have decided to get in here and make themselves a problem. I don't want to have to like, but I'm probably going to have to unlock this. Gotcha. Okay. Gosh, it's so easy to fix. These older machines are so wonderful. Even though it's being a pain in the, in the you know what, with it catching. It's the top thread that's catching underneath. So that's why I think it might be a timing issue. But I don't really know. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to this one. Then I need to grab. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna go off script. But you all are used to this. Really? Why are they? These are not nesting. Oh, I don't like that. We'll make we'll make them nest. Wench, have you ever played like any of the Betrayal games, like Betrayal on the Hill or Betrayal at? There's one that's like Betrayal at Baldur's Gate. It's not the game, but they're like just tabletop games. Wench is now like, hush you, I'm spending time with Jeremy. Haven't played, but I've seen that. Yes. I didn't know that Steam had that as an electronic game. We've got it as like a board game, like an actual board game, and it's so much fun. So I hope that you all won't mind. But there's a pretty big possibility that I may be putting Flora back together live on stream. Once I get her back. Because I'm also going to look up how to put a motor on her. Currently spending time with Tony's quilt proofing. Oh, are you? Okay. Yeah, I'm in the group, but obviously I'm doing this, so I can't quilt proof quite yet. I'm gonna quilt proof probably later on today. Tell them all I said hi. Okay, take your time, Dragon. Yeah, I don't know if you were here earlier when I said that I have to call that guy who's got her once I'm done with this. I want to I want my machine back. But what I realized, cuz um I did find a YouTube video. I Did I send it to you or was I talking to Aaron? I might have been talking to Aaron. I found someone on YouTube. She does like she takes the older machines and she like spray paints them. She takes them apart, completely apart, puts them back together, and like she takes them apart, cleans them. She does like an electrolysis bath on them and gets all the paint off, and then um she spray paints them and puts new decals on them and like does like super cool or super neat updates. And honestly, like her prices are really reasonable. Like I thought she would do it and like it would be like $1,000 for a machine that she'd completely taken apart, redone, painted, put new decals on, like interesting decals. And like 200 to $275. But she does a detailed, and she's like, I'm not the technical person. If you want the technical person, there's like plenty of people on here. But I have Alice, right? So I have Alice, who is another 66 series machine, which is it's the same one. They were just made in different locations. Um, and so I have Alice, so I can just bring Alice in the house, set up on this table, and put the machine back together. It may take a couple of streams, but this guy basically he said, "Oh, it will take, it'll take me probably a couple of hours, right?" So if I think like this is taking me a couple of hours, right? It's now 2:45, so it's taken me almost 3 hours to do this quilt, right? This is what I consider like a couple of hours. If you tell me that it's only going to take you a couple of hours, I'm assuming 3 to 4 hours to put that back together. Why you've had it since like the end of June, beginning of July, and you still haven't worked on it is beyond me. I mean, I did tell him I wasn't in a rush, but like he told me he was going to call me with updates and never did. So, right? I really like I low key want a machine that's in real rough shape just so I can do that. Okay, so So we need to be right here. You know what? That my brain has been like, this man, I handed him a 66K Lotus decal machine. He probably like sold it to somebody. Like that's my what my brain is telling me is that he has gotten rid of that machine. My granny's machine is in rough shape and no one else in the family would really do anything with it other than let it collect dust in a closet. Yeah. Well, and like with that Lotus, right? That's not a common decal you find here, right? It had to be brought here. It had to be brought to the United States. It's not a common decal because it literally wasn't made here. It was made mine was made in Scotland, I think. I have to get it back so I can figure out what the serial number was. And I am an idiot and I didn't write it down. But like that's not a common decal here. So I'm really interested to find out if, you know, what the deal is. Okay. Well, I'm going to call him. I'm not just going to show up at his house. But I am going to call him after stream today. Um, which means I need to be finished. I probably won't put the borders on stream. But there's a good possibility I'll quilt this on stream. Like on YouTube stream. Wow, I really like some of these 1/4 inch seams. I either used too scant of a 1/4 of an inch or Yeah, because some of this is. There we go. Okay. So right, I've only called once. I only called. I called on Thursday. I didn't call again. I didn't call yesterday because I was hoping he would call me back. But I will call I will call today. And if I don't hear from him, I'm just gonna I'll call him again and say, all right, I have called. This is the third time I've called. I'm going to show up at your house so that I can grab my machine. Like I'm not playing with you. We done. I am back. Except we'll BRB because yeah, you're fine. All right. So now I need to do two of them. All right. So this is going to go like this. I need. Okay. Quarter of an inch, but make it British. Yeah. Like I have seen another Lotus. I think it was in a in a treadle on like the Facebook Marketplace. I don't need one in a treadle. I want one that has a motor on it or I can put a motor on. I don't need the table. I don't have room for the table. This one's table is in the garage, so like okay. Grab this one. So these are like putting on basically like the corners of the quilt right now. What the? Oh, I swear. You were doing so well. Okay. There we go. Like right at the end of the block. It's like, no, I'm good, thanks. All right. And I oiled this one last night. So she's had oil. Hold on, did I do that wrong? No. We'll see how long it takes me to finish this. I kind of want to be done by 3:30 because I think 3.5 hours is pretty good. Okay. Now this is going to be the last block to put on. I will now have officially used up all of my cotton cuts clues. Okay. That's that. Welcome back. I'm kind of watching chat over on the side. All right, so now what I have to do is I have to iron all of these up. Okay, all of these clues can go over here. So we'll iron those in a second. These ones I'm going to do now. How was your game, Aaron? How was your session? So if anybody is curious, I'm using a Sunbeam iron. I did get this one on Amazon. I have an Oliso. My original Oliso broke. They sent me a new one, but in the meantime, I got this iron, and I love this iron. So the Oliso, I think, will be just for like special occasions. Okay, there's that one. I thought I had one more. Is this it? No, this one. It's pretty good. You all survived. Very nice. I have a I have a thing on my hand. Let me. It's almost like a hangnail, but not really. It's like a piece of skin and on my thumb, and I figured it's probably going to be one of those things where I will like mess with it and then rip it off, and then it'll hurt. And but I love this little sunbeam iron. I don't have a link. Um, but the steam is pretty powerful on it. Okay. So, I has returned again. Okay, welcome back. Okay, maybe I don't know if where the best place is to pin this. We can do right here. It'll be fine. Okay, so I want to make sure all of the arrows are pointing inside. There aren't really seams to match up right here, which is kind of nice. Okay. I am using a lot of pins. I'm very nervous about this. Oh, I guess there's one seam. Okay. Oh, let's see. Saw a vintage 1970s Sunbeam iron at Goodwill last week. You don't need it, but it's like a murder iron. That's nice. Hi, baby girl. What are you doing? Ugh, are we doing this again? Oh no, you're just acting weird, cause... Okay. Never mind. Make sure that... Okay. Right, right, dragon? Okay. Yep. There we go. Sometimes I can fudge through it when it does this nonsense. I should have used more pins. Which is not a phrase you would hear me say very often. Missed like 5 minutes. Oh no. It's okay. It happens. Let me just make sure that the bottom didn't slip at any point. Nope, we're good. I think this is probably the most. I'm backing up, baby girl. Just so you know. She's like, but mom. It's probably the most sewing that I have done on this machine in a very long time. I mean, I made those dice bags a couple of months ago. Or I tried to. What are you doing? We're going to sleep again. Okay, almost done pinning. We're going to be cutting it close to 3:30. Disinfect the phone, right? What are you doing, baby girl? Luna's just hanging out in here. Therefore, disinfect. Yeah, right? Okay, well that didn't go quite as I thought it was going to. All right. Let me make sure that all our seams got picked up good. Kind of reminds you something you forgot to mention from the ER adventure with Stepdad the other day. There was one nurse. Oh my gosh. And that's why there's staff outbreaks at the hospitals. Because employees don't wash their hands. If I had thought it through, I would have busted out the standing ironing board, but this is fine. Poor Luna. I think she just wants to lay on a bed and there's cords on it. I'm going to have a lot of threads to clip on this. All right, there's this. Now let's iron these things. And I'm not really concerned with which direction these seams are going. At this point, it's kind of like a race against time. Because I want to call that guy about my machine. And maybe even go get it. Okay. It doesn't feel like it's taken three, almost 3.5 hours to do this. It doesn't feel like that for me. Okay. Perfect. All right, there's that side pinned. This side, this I'm gonna just iron real quick so that it's done. That once we get ready to pin, it's already done. I'm not really gentle. Like I'm when I'm doing these for the tutorial, I'm gentle with the iron. But like right now, I'm gentle-ish. I'm not like mashing the iron over it, but I'm not trying to be super careful right now. Okay, we're gonna put that over here. Ugh. So purple, right? Same, Erin. Same. I'm really curious. The red is much darker than you thought it would be. Okay. So, for my regulars who are with me on Twitch, I know that normally we would have um, music in the background. I do have music playing right now, but not that you all can hear. Um, I was not sure how this was going to play out with YouTube. I don't know if they like censor or mute when you have your desktop audio on. Pretty quilted machine. Oh, thanks. I'm loving these colorway, or I'm loving this colorway in particular. I'm very curious to find out what Fortune Teller looks like. Um, I did hear back, Erin, about Petting Zoo. They're supposed to be sending me Clue 3. I don't know if you heard back about your Clue 3 for your additional puzzle that you ordered. I feel like did I skip having? Okay. That there was an entire area that didn't get pinned, and I feel like I didn't realize I missed a whole part of it. What are you doing? You've heard nothing. Okay. You may want to reach out a second time because, like, my first time I submitted a ticket, I didn't get an email response for like a week. And then I was like, well, maybe it didn't go through. And so I sent another one and just was like, hey, I sent one earlier. I don't have their emails like filtered or anything. So, okay. Let's put the other border on, or the last side. I do have borders for this. I'm not going to be putting the borders on today. I mean, I might be putting them on later today, but not on stream because I'm calling. I'm gonna call about the machine. I don't remember what time like he closes, but I picked up my machine at like 4, or I dropped off my machine at like 4 something. So I'm assuming that it will be it's Saturday. So if he has an issue with me calling, then like I'll just come pick up my machine and be done with it. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. It's so pretty, but we're at the point where like I can't fit it on here. I should have gone from the front or from the left side and pulled down. Do all my seams match? No. Is that okay? Yep. It absolutely is. There we go. Let's do this. Okay. I just trimmed a little off the edge so that I could like line this up appropriately. Oh, and I honestly don't know which category I should be streaming under for YouTube. I guess I'll have to ask Fierce Kittens what category she streams under. There's not like there's like a how to, and that's the one that I'm under right now. I think. I don't want to use that pin. Okay, well that turned out pretty good, I think. I mean, at least for pinning, everything seems to be lining up in the same size and oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? What fancy stuff? Yeah, I know, Wench. I know he should have called me back by now. It's so hard with like YouTube Live because with Twitch I can like I increase my browser to like 150% when I'm in mod view so that I can easily read chat without having to like move my whole face over and be like, "What are you saying?" So I guess that'll have to be like the consideration for YouTube versus Twitch. I mean, I'm sorry. What are you doing, ma'am? What is this? We are not we are not acting like this. We are on our last last seam. Can you behave, please? I'm on Marketplace looking because, of course, someone posted their antique gray bar sewing machine and it's worth more. Selling low to move fast. Oh no. I couldn't stop watching Sashiko vids last night. Send prayers, oh lord. I have the problem with inherited rulers. Okay? If anybody needs rulers, I have them. There's an entire section in the Discord. Like the D-stash corner. I'm not kidding. I have so many. Alright, almost done. Back stitch. Boom. Oh my god, I found emotes. I love you, dragon. There are emotes. There are no personal emotes, but there are emotes. But I'm telling you, if you need a ruler, get into the Discord and go into the D-stash, and all of the rulers that I have that I'm willing to part with are in there, and it's kind of like a if you just want to pay for shipping, you can have them because I got them for free. So don't mind me. You guys are hilarious. Okay, let's do this. Let's iron it and then I'll show it to you and then that'll be it. We'll be done. This baby needs a good clean. I can see like the gunky oil. Oh. All right, so we're going to start here. Luna, you're fine. Careful, your scaredy cat is showing. Luna's like, but mom, that cord, it's gonna come out and it's gonna eat me. Oh my god, Luna, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay. I promise. I have never, okay, I have never chased you with a cord. I have never chased you with a vacuum. I've never done any of that. You're fine. You're okay. Yes, sweet girl. We do need some Luna emotes over here, though. So I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know. I'll have to figure out, like, what the requirements are for, like, emotes and monetization and all that. Okay, are you ready to see it? You want to see it? Can you move, baby girl? Good girl. You ready? Isn't it pretty? It reminds me of like marble. Like marble stone. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like a marble mosaic or like a marble tile. But it's not complicated. It was so easy. But you're right. It looks complicated. Okay, that's it. We're done. We did the thing. Now I can call about my machine. And I can update everybody in Discord what happens with the machine. Cuz honestly, streaming on YouTube isn't going to be the highlight of the day. It's going to be finding out where Flora is. Yay! We did it. The first YouTube stream. Isn't it wonderful? You guys, is that the whole quilt top? Yes, that's the whole one. I didn't so the only thing that's left is the dark borders. So it'll be I have to do just the border. And that's like a flat piece. It's not anything but all the clues are in here. Every 1 through 9, all the tutorials are in that quilt. Give drama, please. We're here for the drama. Stream the call. No, don't do that, but do it. What if I just got in Discord and everybody got in Discord voice and I just left my headphones on the desktop and I put the phone on speaker and you guys could hear the phone call? What do you think? Okay, that's it. We're done. Bye.